A bloodbath in the southwestern Syrian rebel stronghold of Daraa. Russian and Syrian government jets and helicopters hit an estimated 100 targets on Thursday. Dozens of civilians were killed in the 24-hour barrage of barrel bombs and rocket fire. The UN says tens of thousands of newly displaced people have fled Daraa to Syria's borders with the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights and Jordan.
Our appeal goes to Jordan, one of the most generous recipients of refugees on earth, that they keep border open for people fleeing south. There is no other place to go.
But Jordan says its border with Syria will remain closed. The kingdom already has 650,000 registered Syrian refugees. The UN says the fighting has also cut off vital cross-border relief and aid supply routes. It's asking the warring parties to stop fighting immediately. The UN, the US, UK and France have condemned Russia's role in the offensive. A year ago, the US, Russia and regional powers had agreed Daraa was one of the so-called de-escalation zones.
Of humanitarian access.
The Astana Agreement designated Daraa and 3 other regions as places that would be free of hostilities between rebel groups and forces fighting on behalf of Bashar al-Assad's government.
This unprecedented air campaign by the Russian jets adopting the scorched earth strategy is in gross violation of the de-escalation agreement.
But Russia's ambassador to the United Nations says Moscow will no longer uphold the de-escalation zone, saying it was among the last strongholds of Al-Qaeda's Syrian branch and ISIL.
We urge the Russians, the Americans and the Jordanians were able to do it last July. They can do it again today. They have all influence in this area. There's nothing inevitable about this escalation of fighting.
For Assad, taking the rebel stronghold of Daraa is especially important. After all, this is where the uprisings against his rule began 7 years ago.
نزل مشان الشرطات. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. راحت راحت راحت. أب علي.